I arrived in Sioux City myself in September 24, 1970. So I go on 53 years.
Okay. Can you tell me how did you get involved with the Mexican American Commission? Now it's called Commission on Latino-Americans.
I got home one day from work, and my mother-in-law used to live with us, and she says, Tony, Eugenia was working at that time, and she was the only person at home, so she answered the phone, and apparently somebody speaks Spanish with her because she don't know English, and he says, Tony, the government of the state of Nebraska called you asking for you. I said, nah, can't be true. The governor? Yes. That's what they said. There was the governors of the state of Nebraska. I said, no, can't be true. Well, I lived it that way, I didn't believe her. I said, no, somebody just trying to make fun of her or trying to give him something to say. So anyway, the next day they called, and I was lucky to be home at that time. And there was this secretary of the governor's office, and he says, are you Antonio Gomez? Yes. Oh, well, nice to meet you over the phone. He said, I just want to let you know that I'm calling you from the office of the state of Nebraska, from Governor Charles Stone. And he wants to know if you are willing to serve in the Mexican American Commission. I said, what is that? What is it? What am I supposed to do? He says, well, let me tell you a little bit about it, but we will send you some information and you can decide it. You don't have to tell me yes today, but as soon as you get that information, I really appreciate it if you give an answer. So she explained a little bit about it, that I need to be appointed by the government of the state of Nebraska and serve in the board for 3 years, and need to travel in different areas of the state of Nebraska, that's what we did. And yes, they sent me the information, and I thought I look at it, and that was very interesting. So I replied back to them, and I says, yes, I'm willing to serve. And in 1981, Governor Tone appointed me to the Mexican American Commission. We went to a banquet in a Holiday Inn in Lincoln, Nebraska. For me, there was, oh my God, I never been in anything like this. I mean, there was the governor there. He gave us a speech, and because there was 3 of us, they became members at that time. He appointed 3 of us. There was myself, I.C. Plaza, and John Gomez from Omaha. And so in 1981, I was appointed by Governor Tone, and my first challenge was to alleviate the living condition for the Latino community, not in terms that provide them with housings or anything like that, but lobbyists to the IVP, Lance, the city administrator, and myself. One time we went and visited with the head of the IVP, Mr. Bob Peterson, and he was not very friendly, that I recall, because what he told us is, well, I think the city needs to do something, because what we do, we provide them the job, we give them a good salary, which is, to me, I don't think there was a good salary, but that's what they think. But it's as far as the house is concerned, so as the city responsibility is, not ourselves. So, what that being said, there was not really a lot of help from them. So we just coordinate some things, between the city and myself, and trying to accommodate people and have people in the community to be involved, and so the new arrivals can call that person, and that person, like there was, for instance, one of them, there was Rita Frost, a community worker, she used to be head of the community center in Dakota Avenue, and she was very visible person in the community. So she was one of the persons that people get in touch with her about, whether they're houses for rent or buy or whatever. health department, the health, there was another issue, you know, I mean, there was no bilingual personnel in doctor's office and stuff like that. So Reed Frost put a lot of emphasis at that, and Larry Bolaños from Western Iowa Tech, and there was very challenging for me. You know, I do remember there was an accident at IBP. Individual, only about 21 year old. He got an accident on one of the hamburger grinders. He grinds his both legs up to halfway up to the knees, and he ended up in the hospital. His name was Rene Nunes, and his father was Rafael Nunes, and they have a very difficult time to pay the bills and stuff like that. The kid died. He survived for 2 months, and he died for the accident that he had. So there was very difficult times for that family, and I helped him out a lot in terms to get the bills paid. You know, that the Mexican American Commission, back in the days, we had a good budget. I don't remember exactly. There wasn't a millions, you know, they give us to us because we had personnel in Lincoln. I don't remember exactly, but there was probably 5 people working at the Lincoln office, and there was 7 or 8 commissioners. I don't remember. I probably in reality, but there was very well organized board that we met on a quarterly basis in different part of the state. You know, here, Omaha, Lincoln, Grand Island, Kearney, and Scott Bluff, and that was very interesting because there was times they flew us on the state plane. You know, I do remember very clear. They come and pick me up, and we jumped from here to Omaha, from Omaha to Lincoln, and went down to Scott Bluff. It was fun and interesting, but as far as the achievements, April, I think that's one of the reasons the commission exists, you know, because all of us that been involved in the Mexican American Commission now, the new, what do you call them now, April?
Commission on Latino-Americans.
Commission on Latino-Americans, which is a good title. It still exists because it's a great need, and I hope that governors pay more attention to that as far as the budget and the persons that work for the commission, because it's like a satellite in different part of the state. You know, that's the job of being a commissioner. You kind of keep your ears and eyes open about what's going on in the community, so you can communicate to the state of Nebraska through the governor's office. You know, because you got the direct link to let the governor know what's going on in your area.
If you have a message to the community about what the commission represents, and you know, of your experience being there, what kind of information you think the community needs to know about the commission?
So far as the board of the commission, I would like to see more meetings being held here. And far as the community himself, hey guys, you need to reach out. You need to pick up the phone. They can help you out. They can assist you. They can orientate you in many ways. You know, housing discrimination, health, awareness of child abuse, about any abuse that you think is not right. They can hear you, but we need to pick up the phone and reach out to our representatives, you know, with the commission. But I want to tell you, I'm really proud that the commission that still exists, and I hope they will for years. And I see Governor Ricketts put a little bit of emphasis on the 50th anniversary of the commission, so that's a long ways. And I'm really proud that I served 21 years out of the 50 years, and I did my share.
Thank you so much, Tony.